Hey guys, it's Dr. Crank here at Waco Animal Hospital. I've got my assistant Remington here to kind of show you some things today. So we're going to go over the process of microchipping.
Great. Dr. Crank, how is the microchip implanted in the dog?
So the microchip is pretty similar to what we would do for a vaccine or any other injection. So it is just a syringe here. You can see it there. What's a little bit different, I don't know if you can really appreciate it, but the needle is fairly decent sized. So it is something that we do try and get as small of a needle as we can for your dog, so it is more comfortable, but it is something that it does have to be big enough for that chip to fit through. So we basically will bring your dog in, and the injection is going to go just right here between the shoulder blades. Can you stand up, Brittany?
That's okay.
So it's going to go right here between the shoulder blades, just under the skin. So we'll clean this area, and then we'll pick that up, and we'll actually be sticking the needle directly in here, just under the skin, and then inserting the chip there.
Great. So how do I get my dog microchipped?
So your dog can be microchipped by most veterinarians, and even some shelters and rescues offer the chipping as well. So just definitely give them a call and say you want to schedule to get that microchip placed.
So is it painful for my dog?
So just like any other needle, it doesn't feel the best, but it is something that most of our dogs do tolerate it very well. We have come to find that the needle is very sharp, and so it is something that with a sharper needle that we aren't going to have near as much trauma to the skin. And so most dogs do tolerate it, especially if we add in a little bit of peanut butter or marshmallows.
Yes. So are there any risks or side effects associated with the dog microchipping process?
So, I mean, you have the risk of necessarily we poked your dog, maybe a little bit traumatized from that. But like I said, most of them tolerate it very well. The biggest risk that we can see is, one, could we see the microchip itself move? We can, and so could your dog maybe not be known to have a microchip? Maybe if the chip actually moves from the normal location, it's possible. And so we do always want to make for sure that we are actually scanning the entire dog, just for simply that fact. Another risk that we can have is that microchip does actually migrate into places that it shouldn't be. It's very rare, but we can necessarily see that migrate into the spinal cord itself. And so it has been shown to cause some problems there. And then obviously if your dog were to need to have any procedures or anything done in that area, the microchip could possibly inadvertently be removed, or we could even, see the actual chip cause a reaction. But again, those are all very rare side effects.
So is there a recovery period after my dog is microchipped?
Not quite. It's something that your dog is fully awake for, and so as far as the pain with it, it's just the initial injection. They may be a little bit uncomfortable as their skin kind of heals from it, but otherwise it's a very quick recovery period.
My last question is, will my dog's microchip ever stop working?
So it's possible. Just like with everything technology-wise, it can fail. And so it is something that very rarely we will have to actually put another chip in or replace that microchip itself. But most of the time, they will continue working throughout your dog's life.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.